You can never really get off your path because it's something inside of you. It follows you wherever you go, and it's always there for you to tap back into. This video absolutely will change your life if you follow the advice that I'm about to give you. Hi, I'm Suzanne, and I'm here to support your inner work to help you create the health, happiness, and success that you're meant for.
In this video, you'll learn how to get started on your unique path, the universal law you need to know to move forward, advanced strategies for deepening into your path, and how to know when you're on the path and when you're off.
Most people think that following your unique path in life is kind of like a train track. You're either on it or off of it, and there's nothing in between. But it's really not black and white like that. Following your unique path in life is also not a far off destiny. And thinking of it that way can actually stop you from finding and following your path in the first place. By the time you leave this video, you will have practical action steps that you can take immediately to find your unique path and follow it. But first, I want to take a minute to establish the framework, because if you don't understand this, you won't be able to implement the steps and get results. The most important thing to know about following your unique path is that it's a feeling. It's something inside of you. It's not outside. It's about connecting to the joy, curiosity, excitement, and letting those feelings guide you forward. What can block you is making decisions based on what other people are doing, so comparing yourself or what other people want you to do, or subconscious fears and insecurities and doubts. And these things can stop you from following the path that you're meant to be on. For example, I used to be a newspaper reporter, and I chose that job because I needed a job and I didn't know what else to do. I knew that I like to ask questions and I like to write. And so it seemed to make sense. But a few years into it, I got cancer, which obviously made me reevaluate my life. And I realized that I chose journalism from a martyrdom complex. I felt a responsibility for saving the world. News reporting honestly wasn't something that I had a passion for, and it was the best decision that I could make at the time. And it ended up being a valuable experience because it taught me more about myself. And in a similar vein, no matter what your life experiences have brought you so far, I never want you to be hard on yourself about decisions that you have or hadn't made, because first of all, you can't mess it up. You can never really get off your path because it's something inside of you. It follows you wherever you go, and it's always there for you to tap back into at any time that you want. And second of all, the quote unquote wrong decisions that we make in life can teach us about our motivations and what's keeping us from finding our true path. And so when you learn the lessons or learn more about yourself, then it wasn't really a mistake or a failure because it was a success. You ended up learning more about yourself. And a lot of times it's easy to get hard on yourself and feel like I should be somewhere else in life. But just take heart and know that if you were supposed to be somewhere else doing something else, you would be. You're meant to be where you are, and you're there for a reason. So, accepting all of that and really giving yourself the gift of coming to peace with where you are can help you make meaningful progress in moving forward. So, the takeaway is for this part to always be asking yourself, what is my motivation for doing this? Am I doing this because it makes me feel alive, because it makes me feel joyful, because I'm excited to wake up in the morning and to do my task for the day and see where it takes me? Or are you doing it because you feel like you should, or you feel like you have to, or because someone else who has created success in a similar field to you is doing it, so that you feel like you need to do it? And I do want to share the caveat that, of course, sometimes you need to do things that are uncomfortable or that don't feel good in the moment, because the end result is something that's meaningful to you, like exercise. Sometimes you really have to push yourself or even force yourself through your day's exercise routine, but it's because there's a higher purpose to it. And it's always an invitation. Whenever you feel dread or anxiety about something, just ask yourself, what is this about? And it can really give you greater insight about your own motivations and help you find clarity in your life so that you're always engaging in tasks that feel meaningful. All the different versions of our lives represent different energetic capacities within us. And so, the best and quickest way to transform our lives is to tap into different energetic states within us, not from a sense of bypassing uncomfortable emotions, but just from a sense of understanding that the curiosity and joy that you feel are signs that you're moving forward on the unique path that's meant for you. Your unique path consists of all the little choices that you make day to day that all add up to create your life. And you follow your path by arranging the structure of your day so that it aligns with the highest possibilities for your life right now. You might feel like you can't get to where you want to go, even if you don't know exactly where that is, because your life isn't the way that you want it right now. But to start, I want you to identify one or two areas of life of your day where you know that you could be spending your time a little bit better. It could be a period of time after work where you're wanting to relax and you scroll social media, but you're cognizant that that's not really recharging you. You don't feel rejuvenated afterwards, and you don't feel tapped into those emotions of curiosity or excitement. So just ask yourself, what are better ways of spending my time during that time of day? And maybe instead you want to take a walk, or you want to do a guided meditation, or you want to sit outside and read, or you want to journal. And you might be thinking to yourself, what is that going to do? I want to follow my higher path in life. And right now, I just feel like I want to change everything. But you really can't change everything all at once. How you change and how you shift is no matter where you are in life, and this depends on wherever you are on the path, it's always the same process. You're always looking for the little opening, for the little door. And it's like you open that door and you walk through it. And what happens is, as you find these little openings in your day, to create more inspiration and curiosity, you're tapping into that feeling inside of you. And what that does, once you're connected to that feeling, is then you are given inspiration for the next steps. You get an idea for the business, you get a download for a job that you want to try, you hear inside and intuitively about some kind of a class or a hobby you want to try. And instead of just shutting that down and saying, well, what's that going to do? I'm just going to wait for my big idea, for my lightning bolt moment. But what happens when you start following those little intuitive hits is you just go further and further down that path. And one thing leads to the next thing, leads to the next thing. So when I was in a space of not really knowing how to find my unique path, I did random things like take a jewelry making class, and I took tennis lessons, and they didn't ostensibly lead me to where I wanted to go. But again, it got me into that spirit of curiosity and experimentation. And then eventually I took yoga teacher training, which led to posting pictures on Instagram, which led to starting a blog, which led to creating guided journals / self-help books. And one thing is always leading to the next, and you never know where it's going to go. And a lot of times people want to skip 5 steps ahead. But the thing about the universe is that we're never given more resources until we're wisely using our current existing resources to their maximum capacity. So, time is a resource, energy is a resource. And if you're not using the things that you already have, the universe isn't going to give you more or give you more responsibility or more ideas, because you're not following the ideas that you've already been given. Even when I mentioned the idea of tuning into your day and thinking, what shifts could you make within your day to spend your time a little bit better? I'm sure that intuitively it hit, you thought of something, or you have been thinking about something. Hey, that's a change that I should make. I should really start going to the gym a couple times a week, or hey, I should really start journaling, or I should start a meditation practice. But something's been holding you off and you haven't for some reason. You're waiting for the intuitive hit that's going to come after that. But you have to take the steps. It has to go sequentially. You can't skip to the next step without taking the next one. It's like feeding someone a Thanksgiving meal after they've already eaten. You're already full. You haven't fully digested your current life experiences and resources. So you're not going to get more until you have shown that you're willing to trust yourself, willing to listen to your intuition, willing to take those next steps. You have to sort of earn that additional light, that additional guidance to move you forward. And share in the comments below. I would love to hear what a way that you have been wanting to spend your time is. 2024 is a great time to start to make a couple changes. If you're not sure, if the answer didn't immediately come, I want to reassure you that you do know. It just can maybe take a couple minutes to really just ask yourself and then sit and wait, or even over a couple days, just ask yourself, universe, higher self, please show me what is the next step that I can take? What's an activity that I can add to my life that will help me create more inspiration or curiosity or energy? You just want to do anything to sort of invigorate your energy and then see where it'll go. Because if following your path is about aligning to these energies within you, then your biggest job is to nurture that energy so that A, you're close to it, and B, it's alive and it's teeming with possibilities and inspirations for you to follow. So personally, I have a lot of healthy habits that I do every day. Yoga nidra, I like to take walks, do Pilates, cook dinner. I have my day structured in a way that maximizes my health and my well-being, and then also my inspiration. I need to read a lot and have time to just do nothing and think. And those are all things that help me be my best self so that I'm able to create as a reflection of my best self. So even when it comes to reading, amplifying my creativity, if I just read the books that everybody else reads, then I wouldn't be talking about the right things, which wouldn't be attracting the right people to me, which wouldn't be utilizing my gifts in the exact perfect way. So I love going on rabbit holes on Amazon and finding totally random books to read. And then those books give me so many ideas and inspirations that I then love to mix with my own perspectives. And then I share it with you guys. But even if I'm on my path, and I live in a way or make choices from a place that's stressed out, or looking at that person over there and saying, well, they're successful. Maybe I should just do what they do. Or I just don't feel good enough. I want to be better. I need to be like that person. I'm going to create how they create. Then I wouldn't be on my unique path. So, like I said before, it's not black and white, like you're on or you're off. You can be technically on your path, but if you're creating from the wrong energy or taking action from the wrong energy, meaning an energy of doubt, insecurity, fear, anxiety, then you are leading yourself in the wrong direction. And if you are off course by a couple centimeters, if you continue down that road, you're going to get further and further and further off course. So if you are in a place where you have no idea what your unique path in life is, then again, you've just been doing that for a long time, and that's okay. It's just an opportunity to become aware of that and say, well, starting today, it's going to be different. I'm going to tune into that energy and just see what is one action that I can take today to spark a sense of curiosity or excitement. And it could be simple, like doing a yoga class instead of scrolling on Instagram. And then over time, that beautiful change adds up. So I know I'm on the right path when I'm full of ideas and inspiration and excitement. And I wake up just so excited, like I can't wait to create the content that I'm going to create today. And I know that I'm on the wrong path when I feel full of dread and anxiety and I'm looking outside myself for all of the answers. So I want you to structure your day and your time that honors the highest possibility for your life right now. And so you might be working in a job that you're not fully in love with, or you might be loaded down with a bunch of responsibilities that you don't want to have. And so it can be tempting to want to change everything all at once. But what can be more accessible and more powerful is just to start making little micro shifts. How can you structure your day right now in a way that reflects the highest potential for right now? What would you be doing? What wouldn't you be doing? How can you create a little bit of extra time to do the things that you want to do? And then you'll see that one thing leads to the next, leads to the next, leads to the next, and you will be amazed at where you go when you live this way. Your life will be so uniquely you, but you won't have any idea how it got there. You can't really think or plan your way into your most unique path, your most unique life. You really have to tune in and feel it out and take it one step after the next. So, did this resonate with you? Let me know in the comments below what your biggest takeaway was. If you like this video, definitely subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you in this wonderful community. And if you want to go deeper into inner work or grab some free resources, go to soulscrolljournals.com and I'll leave the link in the description box below. So anyway, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope this video was helpful to you and I'll see you soon. Bye.